gon' blow your chest off. When the last time that you heard a sound this hard? Compliments and knowledge in them. And we can go toe to toe. Anyone you know, young or old, to get drunk.
The Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Nets were dominant in round 1, able to advance in just 5 games. But the real test starts now, as a new challenger awaits in the series opener against the Magic. The opening game of the conference semifinals, up next.
The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived and moved one step closer to the title. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. A look at the Magic starting group. Now is out there with Sanders. And there's Hill, and it's Rose, and it's Dunn in at the 2 spot. And for the Nets, Jason Kidd is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's ABC, then it's Brandon Ingram, and it's Lucas in at the 4 spot. Taking a look at Orlando. And as we start up this second round playoff series, they're not the favorites, but I wouldn't call them, would you, massive underdogs either.
Yeah, that's spot on, Kevin. This team can absolutely win this series. Tonight will be huge. This team thinks they can steal this first game on the road.
Outside Hill. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Hill with the jam.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Right side Kidd. Over Rose. Here's ABC. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. Defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
First hand hit. Brooklyn with the ball. ABC passes to Lucas. Finished off the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Rose. Good defense by Kidd. The Nets have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Here's ABC. Rebound by Yao.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Now Rose. Hill passes to Sanders. He gets it in there.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Murray. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range jumpers.
And Jason Kidd picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Sanders. Outside Rose. Takes it inside, and Rose throws it down hard.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Murray sets a screen for Kidd. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside Hill. And he drives in. Plays it up off the glass. Hill's got his second basket of the game.
That quick first step that Hill has is just part of what makes him so special. No one's going to get in his way once he's on the move.
They set the pick. Pass to ABC. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. ABC's got 5 now.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with the rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Jason Kidd, number 1. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Murray. And the change for the Magic. Ginobili's checked in. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Sanders with a screen on Kidd. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good on the three-point shot.
And Rose has shown himself capable of knocking down that three when he's got some daylight. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here is Rose. He's got 5. Ginobili outside. Outside Rose. Pass to Yao. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And here is Lucas. Nets passing it around. Here's ABC. Another one falls to Brooklyn. The Magic trail by 3. Ginobili kicks this in. Outside Rose. Hit by Yao. Launches it. ABC grabs the board. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Hill. He's covered by Ingram. Here's Sanders. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
How about the level of activity this team just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays. And his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
The Nets making a switch here. Malone's checked in. Oubre is checked in for Orlando. Ties it up. Nets have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Shoots the 3. The shot by ABC, no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And they take the lead. And it's 8 points for Doc.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Inside. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of me. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
Rose gets to Ginobili. 5 on the clock. Pass to Sanders. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Rose, no good.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. And look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Malone. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Magic.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness. He hits the second from the line.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Orlando Magic. There's 1:54 left to play in the first. Sanders' shot is off. Brooklyn trailing. Alexander Walker on the wing. Covered by Oubre. Alexander Walker passes to Malone. Here's ABC. Good, and it's Malone picking up the assist. ABC's got 12 in the game.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps getting these shots at a ridiculous clip.
There's 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. They get a hand on it. 6 to shoot. Here's Yao. It's blocked. Pass to ABC. And again, it's Brooklyn with the three.
As he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter, he's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
And now back where they are.
So for the Nets, Keegan Murray comes in for Lucas, and it's Ingram in for Kidd. Orlando also making some changes. Collins checked in for Yao. Hill comes in for Sanders, and Fears is subbed in for Derrick Rose. On defense, the Nets, 4-point game. Here's Oubre. And just miss after miss right now.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Fears, defended by Alexander Walker. Here's Hill. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Ingram against Ginobili. 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. That one doesn't drop. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Nets out in front. They lead by a bucket. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Brandon Ingram's out there with Murray. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Malone. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Malone. The Magic trail by 4. Ingram with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And then Malone with the dunk.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Fears with it. No scoring in this one. Hill inside. He's covered by Ingram. Nice D from Malone.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And it's Ingram missing. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Magic. They trail by 6. Ginobili the pass to Hill. Collins setting the pick for Hill. Sinks that one from the post. Hill's got 8 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Clarkson for 3. Here's Malone. And the rejection by Collins.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And he's got his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good.
And whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Ginobili makes an impact. The type of player any team would love to have.
Murray's checked in for the Nets. Then for the Magic. Ersan Yabusele, he's checked in for Oubre, and it's done in for Fears. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Done against Murray. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Back to Collins. It's Ginobili on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Yabusele is screen on Clarkson. It's Ginobili with the drive. Takes it off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Clarkson on the wing. Ingram wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Malone. Ingram's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The pure shooting ability of Ingram does all the talking there. He gets the ball and delivers that quick release.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Let's go. Don't be shy. Next Denver.
The Nets making a switch here. Kids checked in. Derrick Rose is checked in for the Magic.
On the court.
For those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Ingram dishes the kid. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Rose.
It's amazing how many ways Kidd sparks their offense.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
And Kidd, really just a nightly triple-double threat. Big point guard who can score, pass, and also rebounds the ball.
He hits both from the strike.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Outside Rose. Dunn with a screen on Kidd. Back to Dunn. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Dunn's got his first points of the night.
And Rose, an explosive scorer, but he's always been a very capable passer at the point.
Outside for Kidd. Takes the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Rose finds Hill. And there's the try. Yep, it counts. Hill's got 10 points.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And here is Kidd. 8 points for him. Malone, a screen on Dunn. And they call an illegal screen here.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. ABC's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Magic making a change here as well. Sanders checked in for Manu Ginobili. The Magic trail by 7. Collins, a screen on Ingram. Hill kicks to Collins. Taken away by Kidd. Floats one up. Rose with some nice D.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Dunn passes to Sanders. It's blocked. Right side Kidd. Pulls up from the corner. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Kidd's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Dunn dishes to Rose. A 3. A rebound by the Nets. ABC's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside for Kidd. For the 3. Drills it from outside. And now a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Magic. Pass to Collins. Poked loose. Taken away by Kidd. Outside, Malone. Back to Kidd. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Ingram against Hill. It's hauled in by the Magic. Sanders has got 4 rebounds in this game. Hill working it over. Back to Rose. Sanders sets the screen for Rose. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Ingram passes to Kidd. Here's ABC. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Murray. 3-pointer. It's good from Kidd. The assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Outside Collins. Pass to Dunn. Now here is Hill. Just 5 to shoot. Off the run. Rebound Brooklyn.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And it's Moses Malone with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Murray's checked in for Ingram. The Magic also changing it up. Prosper's checked in, and Ginobili subbed in for Grant Hill. The Magic trail by 17. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Prosper. And here is Dunn. Launches it from deep. ABC grabs the board. ABC's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Malone. Murray for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Nets lead by 17. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome, folks. Game 1 and a big deficit right now for the Orlando Magic.
You can't stop anybody. You can't win. It's just that simple.
Yeah, the game's been completely one-sided, and we promised our viewers a good contest. Looking at how the Nets are doing in this series. Guys, it appears that everything is going their way so far.
Russ live me my dollar win this game over bruh grinning squinting face grinning squinting face grinning squinting face grinning squinting face.
Yeah, but remember guys, this thing ain't over yet. You can't get too comfortable. You need to come out strong. Don't let up and put this thing away.
You're right, Shaq. You can't take anything for granted in this league. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
You are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. When you look at ABC in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Nets leading by 17. Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. We've got Sanders. Dunn is out there with Derrick Rose. That's Hill, and it's Yao in at the 5, roaming the paint. Lucas a screen on Rose. Pass to ABC. Drops in the tray. ABC's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Nets.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now Hill. He's covered by Ingram. Some solid defense from Ingram.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pass to ABC. Ingram with room to shoot. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And known for the jump shot, Ingram needs to keep firing away with confidence from that spot.
Now here's Sanders, defended by Lucas. Done outside. Pass to Hill. Over Ingram. Hill, no good. Brooklyn leading by 22. Here is Lucas. Murray, the pass to ABC. It's Ingram on the wing. Good, and the assist to Kidd. Kidd's got 3 assists now in this one.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Time to get excited and get loud.
this postseason's dead-eye shooter. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. You look at ABC, dangerous player from three-point land, a great talent with a great release.
He is having so much success from beyond the three-point line. Some guys just thrive on this kind of pressure.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Sanders passes to Rose. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
First personal foul.
So now Hill will go to the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Ingram, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
Time from the line.
And that one misses.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
Rose against Kidd. Outside Hill. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a deep three. Offensive rebound. And Sanders kicks to Rose. Here's the teardrop. And the layup is up and in. Rose has got 7 points in the game.
And Rose proving already to be a relentless competitor. Excellent at finding ways to finish inside.
Pass to Lucas. Nets passing it around. Here's ABC. Yao with the block.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Sanders' shot is off. The Nets have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Ingram outside. Lucas a screen on Yao. A floater. Lucas, that's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Rose. Outside Hill. Shoots over Ingram. Hill, no good.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Pass to Sanders. It's back to Hill. Yao with a screen on Ingram. Down low. It's tipped. He's got a clear path ahead. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Brooklyn.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
And the first one drops. And Brooklyn making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And the Magic making a change here as well. Ginobili's checked in. Both free throws good from Kidd. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Orlando. Ginobili on the wing. To the paint. Here's Yao. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And this is where the size of Ming is just too much. I have to foul him when he's that close.
For Orlando, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Yao.
And, you know, he's such a huge figure from a cultural standpoint. Yao is also someone teammates love playing with because of that easygoing personality.
So he gets them both. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Alexander Walker with the ball. Picked up by Ginobili. And he banks in the layup. Ginobili's got 6 points.
And like a car without brakes, Ginobili careens down the floor.
Pass to Lucas. Back to Kidd. Fires from deep. Rebound by Yao. Magic have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Hill finds Ginobili. It's back to Hill. Pocket 6. Pass to Sanders. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And now that's 11 points for Doc.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
It's Ingram on the wing. He's guarded by Hill. Goes up the baseline. And the Nets miss again.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for him, they're still out in front.
Rose passes to Sanders. Sanders with a screen on Ingram. Here's Hill. The kick out to Rose. Pass to Sanders. Now Yao. Here's ABC. He's got 20. And here is Kidd. 1:25 left to play in the third. ABC's shot is good.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Sanders dishes to Yao. And finished off by Yao.
Now check out Yao doing big man things. I mean, this guy's size makes those openings easy picking.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And that one's good. Ingram.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Yao with a screen on Kidd. Rose passes to Yao from 10 feet out. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Here's Alexander Walker. Good. 24 points for ABC.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Nets out in front, running away with this one. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. They've got Keegan Murray. Clint Capella is out there at Malone. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
A very reliable shooter. Once Ginobili has the ball, you know what he's going to do with it.
Down against Clarkson. Murray for 3. And the Nets, another three.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Rose, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Clarkson passes to Alexander Walker. To the middle, here's Malone. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Malone is relentless inside, so strong with non-stop effort.
Rose surveying the D. Pass to Ginobili. Puts up a three. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
To the inside. Outside for Murray. Now here's Capella. Just 5 on the clock. Clarkson for three. It's hauled in by Ginobili. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Rose up on top. Guarded by Malone. Collins setting the pick for Ginobili. And finished off by Collins.
And how about the IQ there by Ginobili in that pick and roll? He is so good with being able to thread the needle with that pass.
Clarkson with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Rose gets to Ginobili. Outside Rose. Down low. And there's Collins on the assist by Rose. Collins has got 4 this quarter.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Malone, a screen on dime. Here's Clarkson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And savvy inside play by Clarkson, getting himself a look right at the basket.
Collins, a screen on Murray. Ginobili against Murray. Kicks it out to Collins. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And the Magic making a change here. Yao, he's checked in for John Collins. Sanders comes in for Kelly Oubre. Grant Hill, he's checked in for Dunn. And Fears is subbed in for Rose. For Brooklyn, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Pass to Murray. Nets passing it around. Malone. Yao with the block. And he's able to get it back. Outside Hill. Ginobili kicks to Hill. It's deflected. Here's Gillespie. Pass to Malone. Here's Gillespie. Malone with the screen. Pulls up. High post. Goes back up. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Really starting to attack on the interior here, showing a much more physical presence here in the second half.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
So for the Magic, Dunn comes in for Ginobili. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Fears.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Malone. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. To the middle. Here's Yao. And finished off by Yao.
And so difficult to contain Rose off the pick and roll. It creates opportunities all over the floor.
Now here's Okoro. Dunn covering. Malone a screen on Rose. Here's Alexander Walker. And the layup's good off the glass. Alexander Walker's got his first points of the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
The Nets making a switch here. Gillespie's checked in.
Colin Gillespie.
Here is Sanders. Outside Rose. Here's Yao. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Yao's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Murray outside. Pass to Capella. And here's Malone. Sanders covering. And Sanders pulls it down. Sanders has got 7 rebounds in the game. Rose passes to Hill. Sanders high post. And the dunk by Sanders.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Murray outside. Pass to Capella. Murray outside. Just 5 to shoot. And the 3 off target. For Orlando, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Sanders with a screen on Murray. This one for 3. Sanders' shot is off. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down. And what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for ABC.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
And he sinks the second.
Couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
Here's Gillespie. He's covered by Rose. Gillespie, that's good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Inside, Capella, the pass to Gillespie. They set the pick from deep. It's hauled in by the Magic. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Sanders. Back to Rose. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
That's on Clint Capella.
Shooting for the Magic. Derrick Rose. At the line with 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. 6 seconds left in the fourth. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, ADC.